world. Let's start with the truth. Our teens are the first generation to grow up entirely online. Our children, we didn't grow up like that, entirely online. I'm talking about you have a baby, you're busy doing other things, you put a tab in front of them and it entertains them until you finish what you're doing and get back to them. So our children are the very first generation that has grown up online, entirely online. Because from months, my daughter surprised me. She was about 3 when I gifted her a fake tab. You know, I come from Uganda and our Chinese brothers have brought those things here. So I brought one. I was giving the sisters tabs to use because they were using them to study. But for her, I got for her a fake one. Now, you know those white, they are like a big plastic box and you put a stick and when you press on, they just go on making noise. That's the one I got for her. And she looked at it one time. I think she was about 2.5, going to 3. And she threw it away and said, I don't like it. That's not the one I want. That's not real. At that young age. Now it goes to show you that social media, internet, gadgets, social media are here and here to stay. So our generation, guys, our children are the very first one to grow up entirely online. For them, social media isn't an app. It's a lifestyle. For us, we call it an app because it's something you just got on your phone. You're learning how to use it. For them, it's a lifestyle. They've grown up on entirely online. They use it to connect. Teenagers use it to connect. They use it to express themselves. They use it to explore and even to escape. When I say they use it to connect, that is how they make friends. It's not understandable to us. We don't understand it, how you can have 1,000 friends who don't know a thing about you except what you have put there, even when it's fake. They use it to express themselves. If they are sad and can't speak up to us as parents, guess what they do? They go on their profiles and then post these videos, which we are blocked from seeing. And they tell us, like there was this teen who said, my mom annoyed me and for this I'm going to run away from home. You know, that is their avenue of expressing themselves. They use it to explore, get to find out what is out there. Yeah, social media, and even to escape. You know, if it is tough at school, they don't understand things, or at home, the environment is not good. The father is always arguing, the mom are always fighting. Guess what the kids do? They use social media as an escape. Now, when we get to understand all these things that social media means to our children, we are able to help them. But while it gives them a voice, it can also gently steal their peace. So that's why it borders to mental health. Think about this. An average teenager spends over 5 hours a day on social media. Believe you me, 5 hours on social media. That's more time than sleep or school breaks, because in the morning when they go, the school breaks are you study from 8 maybe up to 10 and then have your break. They have 5 hours of social media and even scroll, like they scroll. All they do is scroll, they like or comment. The scrolling and liking and commenting triggers a small a hint of dopamine that the brain feels good. That brain feel good chemical, that dopamine, that makes them feel good. You know, like you got a like on your post or you got a comment. It makes them feel good. To us, it may not make much sense because that comes with age. When you're older, you just don't care. When you post something, whether someone watches or they don't, it doesn't really matter. But for teenagers, my goodness, it does matter. Who posted, who liked, who unfriended, it really matters and means a lot to them. So now, guys, think about it that way, that if it means that much, we are now going to address. So you can't just come and take it away lest you create a lifetime enemy. It is that important to them. Like I was saying, the brain feels good, that brain feel good chemical, that dopamine that is created when they are on social media sounds harmless, right? It sounds harmless. But over time, their brain starts to depend on that instant hit of validation. It starts unknowingly, it just starts, and they feel like, I posted a video. How many people watched it? How many views? How many likes? Oh my goodness, I think people don't like me. I think I'm ugly. And what is out there? I've realized something about social media. They don't post reality. When people don't have, they don't post. What they do is post when they are eating out, when they are shopping, when they are on holiday. So it gets these teenagers who have not experienced the same to feel bad. But that doesn't mean it's the reality. Because people I know of some people who go to places and change clothes and just take pictures. And like you go to this place, you eat, the same day, you take so many pictures in many places, and then it appears like you're always outing. And yet you went one time to one place, and probably you just went there with friends, and you went to the toilet section. Like, I know this place called, it's Arena Mall. There's a bunch of teenagers who go there, and all they do is go in the corridors and take pictures and take pictures. All they do is do that. And you don't understand it. To the point that I saw one of them take pictures with my daughter, and I was like, what in the world are you doing when I'm right here? And I grabbed the phone from him and said, what have you just done? And he said, I saw her outfit. I thought it was cool, so I took a picture. I was like, no, she's not a model. Neither is she a dummy. So you're going to take down those pictures, because that's how they just go and pose around like they are changing girlfriends, like they are the coolest thing everyone is fighting for, and yet they are not. So to them, social media, guys, means really a lot. I want us to understand that bit. When it's missing, it's anxiety that kicks in. When they don't get that dopamine, that good feeling from social media, anxiety kicks in. A 14-year-old posts a selfie. I'll give you an example. A 14-year-old posts a selfie. Within 10 minutes, only a few likes, she deletes it, because it in her head, it didn't get the much attention that is required. That's why you see many of them are going on there and just posting their parts of the body, because that immediately gets likes and gives her that dopamine that she's looking good. People like her. Can you imagine? Now, we don't understand it as grown-ups. Yeah. Convinced that she's not good enough. That's why they take them down. The moment there are few likes, it has to be many likes. I mean, I post on here. Even right now on the live, you guys are watching. I don't see any of you have liked. I really don't care whether you like or you don't. If you do like, it's good. But if you don't like, I don't depend on it. And as in, my validation is in your likes. I appreciate those of you who like, and thank you. But if you don't, it doesn't mean it's a death sentence. But teenagers look at it that way so much that it means a lot. If a video is posted or a picture is posted 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and it doesn't have the likes that she wants, then it's taken down. And in her head or his head, it means she's not pretty enough or he's not handsome enough. That's not vanity. That's self-worth being shaped by pixels. Because that, according to the likes, that's what she thinks of herself. If she puts and immediately it gets, 100 likes, then she is, in her mind, she's worth something. But if it doesn't, then they pull it down and they feel like they are not any good. No one likes them. So we need to understand that as parents, because parents, that's where we come in. As parents, that's where we come in. Not as critics of technology. We need to get that right. But as coaches, teaching emotional balance to our children. Yeah, that is when we come in as parents, to teach them how to balance it out. That just because you posted something and few people liked, just because you posted something and it did get comments, doesn't mean it's not good. Your validation is not in what you posted and the likes that came up or the comments. It's you being you and wanting to share. I don't even know, I don't understand it why they put their lives out there, but they do. And because it means a lot to them, we as parents, we come in. Now we go to the next segment, which talks about how social media impacts mental health. Let's break it down to how social media exactly affects mental health, especially in children and teenagers. Here are 5 key areas that we are going to deal with. The comparison trap. Guys, there is that trap where they start comparing themselves to what is out there. They compare their lives to filtered highlights, reels, to filtered pictures, filtered videos, highlights or reels that are out there, and they are comparing themselves. And because, like we say, they are young adults, they don't know that all this could not even be real. It could be filtered. But they start comparing, oh my goodness, that one has a nice color, or that one has a nice shape, or that one has the best hair. They don't